starter procedure for the pasteurizer. First thing you need to do is turn on the boiler. And I'll usually sit out there and wait until it starts to build pressure so it doesn't alarm out and then you have nothing. Okay, so before you start the pasteurizer, you got the boiler on, you got steam. You want to bleed the condensate off of this valve right here, the brass one. Water, 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 and then steam. Okay, now you know you got steam. And then we'll come over here, turn on the main power. You have to hold this button for about 3 seconds for it to come on. Release it. Then you get that screen. You have to touch that screen to get it to come on. Right now it's in idle. You want to go to CIP, water tank fill. It's hard to tell how many gallons are in there, but I think I have enough. Idle. Stop the machine. Okay, now we want to go to production so we can heat that water up. Heat. Heat. Fill or divert. Devices to check and see what's going on. Everything's cold right now. But I can hear the steam coming in and you can see the temperature going up. What you want to do is get this temperature up to 208 or whatever, over 200. You need this to be over 200 before you send it to the tank. Okay, my temperature right here is up to 210. I'm going to send some product over to the tank. How we do that is going to go forward flow hot. Now we're sending it over to the tank. We'll watch and see how hot that tank gets. This is our tank temperature right here. And it's also, we're also preheating that tank for production. Okay, I've got my tank, I've got my product in the tank and I got the temperature up to 185. That's going to be enough to do what we want to do. So I'm going to idle this machine. I'm going to go to CIP and I'm going to drain that out of there so we can get started. The water coming out is clear. You don't want to see any products in there. Okay, there's our tank. It's steaming hot. It doesn't look too bad. We're going to run a quick CIP on here and then drain it out. So you go to the home page and then right here in the center there's a button that's called CIP. You hit that and you want to have your pump speed like up to 50, minimum 50, and then you just hit that and it'll start circulating. Like so. And what you're doing is basically you're just circulating through these hoses and through the fill valves. And then we're going to drain that out and we should be ready to run. The only way to get the tank really clean is you have to get in there with a hand towel or a brush and wipe that tank out and get that sediment from yesterday. Now that tank's clean, ready to go. Okay, now we're getting product in the tank. I'm going to go put that in the pasteurizer. Alright, we finished draining. We've drained out the balance tank. We've drained out the filling tank. We're going to go idle. Now, we're going to go to production. Product tank fill. I don't see anything coming through that tube yet. I got to make sure the valve's open. Okay, now we're doing product tank fill. It's coming in through here. Sometimes you have to help that pump get primed by jacking up on this hose. You want to watch that gauge. It should be going up like 10 when it's normal. It's Alright, there you go, and you can hear it flowing into that tank. It just takes a while to get that pump primed. And then you also want to start heating it up. Watching our temperatures. Watching these temperatures, we want to see both of these get up to 200 degrees before we send it to the filler.